In our folder we've got the PowerPoint, and the third slide has got the list of instructions, and then there's also a flow file, and when you open it, it will open up the Robot Toy Mimic. To begin with then, we need to use the green button to make the eye on the left wink on and off until the button is switched off again. So we're going to need to tell the computer to start. Then we need the computer to make a decision. So we're going to ask, is the square on? If the square is not on, what we need to do, let's pretend to make a loop here, go back to the middle and click there. Then we can join from the start. Now if the square is on, we want this eye to blink on and off. So we're now going to build that section. So our output left eye on. Because it's running, as a toy it would be in the real world, we need to delay that because the computer would be too fast at switching it off again. So we're going to delay for 1 second. Then we're going to turn the left eye off again. Again, we're going to delay for 1 second. Now we can do our yes, and we join these up. Now we need to loop back. What you've got to be very careful of is don't loop back to there, otherwise you will trap the computer in a loop, and once that's set blinking, it will never stop. We need to loop back to the middle of the question so it can check in case anyone's turned the switch off again. So down here then we press play, click on the green switch, everything's working there, then make sure that when we turn it off it stops again. So pause the video, make that first program. Okay, so if you've done that, now our next part of the first section, use the red triangle button to make the eye on the right wink on and off until the button is switched off again. So you should really just be able to copy this program, but just in case anyone's stuck, we'll do this. If you know how to do it, go and do that and then skip this part of the video. So the triangle is the triangle on. So again, let's put our no there, let's join up, and then we're just going to do almost the same again, but this time it's the right eye. And I always find if you try and line them up with the one that you've already done, it just makes it a little bit easier to see where you're going next. Background, click in the middle there. So we're going to run this one. Let's test out the red button. It's working. Let's test out the green button just to make sure we haven't broken anything with our new program. And stop there. Okay, so you need to save your file. Now, when you go File and Save As, what it will do on your computer, it will give you quite a long address there and it will be in the wrong folder. So what you want to do, press your right arrow key, press the backspace key, change the number. At this stage you change it to number 1 and press enter. Okay, so I'll go through those again. Right arrow, backspace, 1, enter. Pause the video, get that completed and saved, and then come back for the next stage. So our next one is to use the yellow circle button to make both eyes blink on and off every 2 seconds. So again, this shouldn't be too difficult. You probably don't need the video, so if you know what you're doing, go ahead and do that and then go to the next video when you're done. But just if anybody's stuck, then on this one, let's remind myself there, we said both eyes. Okay, so I'm going to do with these then, we could get both eyes to close at the same time, or we can get them to go asynchronous, so they're doing them separately. We're going to delay, I think it said 2 seconds, let's just double check that. Yep. Okay, so now we're going to do the same again. So we're going to turn the left eye on this time and the right eye off. Okay, we are going to delay for 2 seconds. Now there's going to be a problem with this, so get your blocks in, but don't join them up just yet. So let's run that one and just see where the issue is. So initially, look, that's working fine, and the eyes are blinking on and off every 2 seconds, but then it always leaves one eye closed there. Now we could fix that with another button. It's not really a big issue, but let's do it properly. So I'm going to click there and remove this one, and then all I'm going to do at the bottom is just make sure we've got an extra one to turn them off again. So now we're going to get the computer to make a decision again. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. Let's put our decision box here. So is the circle off? So if the circle is switched back off again, that's when we want to reset the eyes. So I'm going to put that here. If the answer is yes, we're going to go there. If the answer is no, we'd like to just carry on with what we were doing. And then this one also needs to loop back, because we've also always got to give the computer some instructions. So let's just try that one. So they should be going on and off, and then eventually when we stop it, it will just go down that branch very quickly to reset everything that we need there. So get that built, save it again, and then we'll continue with the next video.